Few people know the world of sports marketing and sponsorship as well as Anthony Ponturo. At Anheuser-Busch, he managed $700 million in media, sports, and entertainment properties and was ranked the #1 sports advertising executive by Sports Business Journal. He's now the CEO of Ponturo Management Group, handling athlete image and branding. And he joins us now here on set. Mr. Ponturo, welcome to Bloomberg News.
Thanks, Mark.
You just saw Gigi Stone's reports. It started those transgressions may soon catch up to Tiger's wallet. Do you think that's going to happen?
Well, I think it has already. I mean, when a sponsor gives money to an athlete or a team or a league, they're basically betting that 1 + 1 = 2, that their brand will be better off with the association they've invested in. Right now, at least as we stand today, it's very difficult to say that 1 + 1 = 2 with what's going on.
Might I ask, do some athletes, if they make advertising deals like that, do they have to sign a morals clause?
Everyone, I can't speak for Tiger, but every athlete, celebrity has a moral clause that gives the advertiser a right to move on, if you will.
Obviously, without talking about any names, what would a clause like that look like?
Well, it's basically anything that would embarrass the company, that would be potentially if something was unlawful or something morally or ethically inappropriate. And the broad sense is that if it embarrasses my brand versus what I was trying to do with the investment in the first place, then I have a right to get out of the contract.
If you're one of these firms, how much pressure are you under to either abandon Tiger Woods or to stick with him through this period in his life?
I think those that are with him now are going to try to at least say, we're going to stick with him. I think we're seeing that they're reducing their involvement. In other words, the exposure that they have with him, I think, will be quiet for a while as we go through the holiday season. I don't think anyone new is probably going to come on for the next 6 or 12 months until this all shakes out. The question of pressure, is it shareholders or community groups? Anyone who's been with a major corporation, much less a public company, knows sometimes the pressure of groups. You want to do what's right for your company. You don't want to be led by pressure groups. You want to say, what's right here? Let's be fair. Let's really understand the full story. In the meantime, if you're these advertisers that are tied to him, I think you stick by him, but you quiet it down for a while.
You're representing athlete A, and he or she is in a similar situation as this. What advice do you give him? What do you tell him?
Well, I think we've learned with the media today, you don't want to lie and you can't hide.
And this is not Anthony Ponturo's media from 30 years ago when you started. This is an internet craze.
No.
This is 5 seconds after it happened. It's splashed all over the internet. Some things are true, some things are false, some things are made up. How do you counter that?
No, I mean, it's, as you say, when I started the business, there were 3 television networks who had 30 minutes of news. That was it.
Right.
Today, it's a major media machine. And I think our society, we're sort of, at this point, they want us to be up front. They want an athlete to be up front. This is a difficult, sensitive situation, but we're very forgiving. What we don't forgive well is cover-ups and secrets, and this is what Tiger's going to have to figure out in this situation.
And that's funny. I was telling somebody today something. I realized bear with me, there's a parallel here because Churchill said something about walking towards danger, not away from it, and as soon as you have it, it will lessen if you deal with it, as you said, as soon as it happens, as opposed to waiting several days and then people thinking, well, your handlers got to you, you had a statement, it was disingenuous at best, and now you're coming out saying we got to work this out in private. Is speed the key here?
Speed and honesty and trust. You're building trust. And particularly, Tiger on the golf course is his own person. No one's business. Tiger representing a third party is now other people's business. And you can't lose the trust and credibility with the consumer in those cases or your sponsors. That's what he's balancing right now.
Anthony Ponturo, Ponturo Management Group, joining us here on set. Mr. Ponturo, thanks.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.